Hey everybody, Kayla Lindsay here. I'm not sure if this is the first time you're watching. If it is, welcome. I'm about to do some cold calls, which I absolutely love. So go ahead, like, share. You can follow me on YouTube, Facebook, and on Instagram. So today I'm going to go ahead and just record myself doing some cold calls. I do use the Boom headset. It's the double ear one, mostly so that I can block out everything going on in my office. So if you do hear background noise, just know that the people I'm on the phone with can't hear any of it. So I also use Mojo. Mojo is my absolute favorite dialer. I've tried a lot of them in the past, and this one I don't know, it works. I don't know how else to say it. So I get my for sale by owners, my expired, my withdrawn listings. It does update most of the time when it goes active again. So I'm going to start cold calling. It's going to be about 3 hours. Don't tune in for all of it. I'm going to splice the heck out of this thing, so I'll keep it down to the calls that I actually get with people. So here we go, and we'll see how I do. So when you use Mojo, you dial in directly from your phone. So I just literally go in when I select on my screen who I'm going to call, what list. We're going to be doing some expired listings that have just hit the market. So they'll probably be super fussy. We're just going to be ready for that. Not all of them are, but most of them are. We're going to start the power dialer, and it's going to give me a phone number that pops up on my screen. I dial that phone number in, and then it gives me a code that I plug in. It's a 2-digit code. It's not that hard. But this is my everyday process. So every day from 9 to 12, this is my world. So let's get it going. So it's dialing in. You can see right there. I'm going to ask for my PIN number.
Honestly, this could all be for naught because my phone has a call recorder, which I highly recommend. With a call recorder, mine, it's free and it automatically turns on when a call starts. So I also have it edited so it's connecting with my Bluetooth and it records what's on Bluetooth. The nice thing about that, you can go back later and re-listen to some of your calls for the day. It helps you train. It helps you understand what you did wrong, what you could have done better. I'm sure there's been plenty of times people you call and you click the phone up and you go, what did I just say? I should have said this. Replay it, kind of script it out with yourself, and then practice it with your script partner. So here we go, going live. You got to have a little bit of fun when you're on the phones.
Hello?
Hey there, this is Kayla Lindsay with eXp Realty. How you doing today?
Good, good. How are you?
Doing good. Hey, I was just touching base. I was reaching out because I noticed that your property on, and I'm going to completely botch this, I apologize, Buick Court had come off of the market. I believe it was a couple days ago. Are you guys still looking to get that property sold?
That's actually my cousin's house, and I'm not sure. I keep getting calls about it. I'm not sure why, but it's my
Oh,
cousin's
gosh.
house.
Do you have a
Not
good
really
phone number
sure.
for him? I'm sorry to call you.
Yeah, I do. Whenever you're ready.
All right, I'm ready. Go for it.
704
Okay.
806
Okay.
2365.
Awesome. Hey, I appreciate it. I hope you have a good one.
No problem. Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye. All right, so that obviously was not the right person, and you're going to have that happen a lot. Some are mad. Some are confused. They always ask the question, how did you get my number? Honestly, it's just whatever the tax records or anything that's associated. It honestly could have been a cosigner on a cell phone. Could have come from anywhere. Don't say, okay, thanks, and hang up. It's the worst thing you can do. At least ask them if they have that right person's phone number. For example, this is their cousin. So instead of saying, oh, well, that's great, bye, have a good day, just throw it out there. Hey, do you by chance have the right phone number so that I can reach out to them? I'd love to help. Again, come from gratitude. You want to help them, not, hey, I want to sell and make some money, okay? I want to help them, which is what we're here to do. So I'm going to plug that new phone number in here, and then I am going to give it a call.
Hello?
Hey, good morning. Kayla Lindsay with eXp Realty. How you doing this morning?
Good.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I won't keep you long. I was touching base. I had come across your property on Dairy Hill Place in Charlotte. I saw it got pulled off the market. Are you guys currently interviewing agents to sell that property?
We are not.
Okay. Well, I completely understand. Out of curiosity, where were you guys headed if the house had sold?
Providence Plantation.
Oh, perfect. Did you already have a house lined up in there, I'm guessing?
We did, and we're making improvements to our home, and then we'll relist with the same agent.
Perfect. Well, hey, I do appreciate it. Now, I know that it was on just for a little while. Did you guys have fairly decent feedback on the home? How come you decided to pull it?
The feedback.
The feedback. Okay. Now, with the improvements, I mean, I know you have it priced here at, $535, which is pretty great. With the improvements that you're making, is that going to steadily increase the price, or are you making improvements to meet the $535 price point you had it at?
We'll probably increase it slightly with the improvements that we're making, but not a whole lot, no.
Okay, gotcha. And then I know I saw it when it hit the market. What improvements are you making? It's a gorgeous home.
Yep, so we'll be flattening the backyard for an area for children.
Gotcha, okay. That sounds actually kind of pricey. Who are you using by chance?
I'm doing it. I'm in construction.
Oh, well, that makes it a heck of a lot easier.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, hey, I do appreciate it, and best of luck.
Okay, thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Hello.
Hey there, good morning. Kayla Lindsay with eXp Realty. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. I was just touching base. I don't want to keep you long. I had noticed that your property on Sharon Road had come off of the market. I guess it was about a couple days ago. Have you guys started interviewing agents to sell that property?
Not as of yet.
Okay. Now, I know a lot of people have a timeline they're looking at. Do you guys know when you might be putting it back on the market?
I mean, ultimately, we're trying to get it rented right now.
Okay.
But so basically, that means my time horizon to sell is a little bit longer. So I think
Gotcha.
the first priority is to get it rented, get it occupied, and then start having conversations with other agents possibly to
Okay, cool. So
be done differently.
I was going to say, so you're probably going to rent it for about a year?
That's the goal.
Okay.
With the caveat that it's still looking to sell.
Okay.
In
Well,
that interim period, if possible.
okay. Well, quick question for you. Obviously, it was on for 44 days. I presume that was, kind of the, hey, we need it done this quickly. Was there a particular reason why you did withdraw it but are still looking to get it sold?
We ultimately put it out there just to test the market.
Okay.
Just to see what a property like that would fetch. I think we went probably a little bit aggressive with the pricing, but ultimate goal is just to see, hey, there's no immediate need for us to sell. Let's just see if we could sell. What is the appetite for this type of unit at this price point?
Gotcha. Okay. That's well, and that's good to know.
Situation to sell.
No, and that's a good thing to know is where your price point needs to be and what you need to get out of it. And I'm sure, your agent probably did review with you, and I'm sure you've been watching what the market is doing. We have topped out. We are headed into a shifting market, so we're seeing a lot of the price points come down / go more steady. So the way you kind of look at that, if there's more homes coming off the market than going on, more price reductions and new listings or things going under contract, we've kind of hit our little bit of a standstill, which is okay. I mean, that happens cyclically. It's, every couple of years. But with the rates going up too, it does have buyers being a little bit more cautious and not willing to pay the high prices. Now, it was listed at $180. Was that a price that you had determined yourselves that you wanted to get out of it, or was that based on comparable properties?
I think a lot of it was feel, kind of our gut sense. I mean, I don't think it was entirely based on kind of comps. I mean, yeah, we did look at comps, and our agent did supply that information, but I think there was a certain number that we wanted to try to achieve.
Okay.
That
now,
drove the ultimate listing price.
To the price. Okay. So as of right now, you're looking to get it rented, but you still do want to get it sold. Would there be anything that would, I guess you could say, impede selling it? So for example, once it's occupied as a rental, you'd have to keep that rental lease for whatever period of time, usually about a year, before you could sell it again.
Right.
What would keep you from selling it now while we're still at the top of the market before things shift next year?
Well, I mean, if we were to kind of get a situation where we would get relatively close to, say, an adjusted list price that would be agreeable to kind of all sides, primarily to the owners, to myself and my wife, I think it would make sense. But again, I don't know what that, strike price is, kind of where, in terms of where we are in the market. You said things are kind of leveling out. It would have to be quick. We don't want to keep it out there for another month, 2 months, 3 months to achieve,
No, and that's
price that's not agreeable.
No, and that's the interesting thing too. First off, if it's priced correctly, it should go under contract quickly. If it's, I call it the rule of thumb. It's not me who made it up. It's actually a lot of research from the National Realtor Association. But if you have 2 weeks without a showing or 10 showings with no offers, those are two indicators that it's a price issue. Unless there's something that is, strikingly obvious as to why it's not selling, like, hey, there's, a dead rat in the humidifier, something that's like, hey, you need to fix this before we'll put an offer in. If the property is doing, is in good
Right.
condition, the agent is doing what they're supposed to, which is my job to make sure we're, promoting and presenting it properly, then the last thing left is price. So if you guys are still looking to get it sold, I would love the opportunity to, A, take a look at the property, make sure there's nothing glaringly obvious that's being missed. But B, I would love to actually get it sold for you if that is what you're looking to do as an end result, especially while the prices are still holding before they kind of tip.
Yeah. No, I mean, I kind of on the same page. It's just we took it off in August. It's, now almost November, so it's 3 months with lost rental income. I think our main focus is to get somebody in there, but maybe there's a caveat in the lease that says, hey, at the same time, we're also looking to sell. We'll give you advance notice, 2 months, whatever it is, in the event that, there's an offer, blah, 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 and offer some concessions, obviously.
Yeah.
That seems to be, a reasonable avenue when owners are looking to continue renting, but also have the option of selling as well.
Yeah, which does happen. It makes it more challenging to get them rented when they know they could be booted 2 months into
right.
it. But yes, that's absolutely an option. I do have availability early next week. I'd like to come take a look at the property, sit down with you, and kind of discuss, okay, here's what the market is truly saying. I'm one of those agents, I don't like just seeing my, face on a sign in someone's window or in their front yard. I like to get houses sold and properties sold. So if there's no way I can meet a price point that you're looking for, I'm always going to be straight up because I don't like blowing smoke or wasting anybody's time. But I think it would be worth looking at, especially if, again, you're still looking to get it sold. You're just concerned from what I'm hearing, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're just concerned that you've been missing out and paying a mortgage or not receiving any kind of monetary compensation for your property as it's been sitting off market. Is there opportunity for us to meet perhaps next Monday?
Yeah, I think so. And it's probably too soon, but I'm actually showing it this afternoon after work. But maybe your schedule doesn't line up. But yeah, Monday I think could work.
Yeah, we could. Do you want to just go ahead and stick it in there for 5 o'clock?
Yeah, that works.
Perfect. All right, so let me just make sure I've got this in here. All right, so what I'll do, I will be there I'm double checking now, 5 o'clock on Monday afternoon. If you've got any questions, let me know. But I'll be sending you some upfront information. This way you know who I am and what I'm about.
Sounds good. Thanks
Great.
for the call.
Hey, I appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, so let's recap that call real quick. I reached out to this gentleman. He had a property that was withdrawn on the market. It was withdrawn 10 days ago. I was double checking the date. 10 days ago, that property was withdrawn on the market. Now, I'm sure he's had plenty of agents call him, and everybody has what I would consider their knee-jerk reaction answer. So you walk into a store, someone says, can I help you? You know, is there anything I can help you with? And you say, no, I'm just looking. Yeah, I'm sure you said it to yourself just now. He did the same thing. What he said to me is that they're not looking to relist it right now. Now, he gave a great answer, and yet I acknowledged the answer. I said, okay, that's great. I understand that. And ... Ask a follow-up question. That was his knee-jerk reaction. He's probably had 50 agents call him about this property. Don't stop at the knee-jerk reaction. Continue to ask questions. So what it comes down to is that they really do, his motivation, he wants to sell. He continues to say he doesn't have to, but the reason he doesn't have to is because he knows he can rent it if he puts it out there. But it's going to be very difficult to rent it when you have to put in a lease to your potential renter or leasee, hey, I may have to boot you out of the property in the next 60 days. No one wants to make a move and pay decent rent on a great property when they're going to potentially be booted in 60 days. That just doesn't make any sense for anyone. You will get some, but you'll not get the greatest of tenants. That'll be another video. So as I continue to ask questions and narrow down his motivation, not only did he get much more comfortable with who I was and what I was about, but he also told me exactly what was going on. He wants it sold, and he also needs an honest opinion. Don't be the agent that just yeses someone to death to get a listing. Put your foot down, and to be honest, if you do it the right way, your clients will respect you for it. The line I always use, I said, look, I don't want to blow smoke. I don't want my face in the front of a house that isn't selling. And it's true. I could care less if I get a buyer's lead off of it because I don't want the reputation for the agent that gets all the listings just because I put the price that they want to see. Because guess what? That means that I'm not actually selling houses. And I think that's what we're here to do. So, moral of the story, ask more questions. Dig a little bit deeper. Be honest. Be upfront. And you know what? A couple of laughs during a phone call isn't a bad thing. This is not all business. We're connecting. We're helping people. So, good call. Got an appointment. And I'll see how this goes. All right, on to the next one.